Hello, and welcome parents and family members of potential new members to a brief orientation of Texas Christian University's Panhellenic recruitment. Meet our Panhellenic staff: Brooke Scogan, Director of Fraternity and Sorority Life, and Paige Eidenschink, Assistant Director of Fraternity and Sorority Life, and our Graduate Assistant Advisor, Rachel Porter. Meet the 2023 Panhellenic Executive Board. Panhellenic President, Megan Dooley. Vice President of Management, Abby Hoffman. Vice President of Recruitment Programming, Kendall McCarthy. Vice President of Recruitment Operations, Sienna Welsh. Vice President of Finance and Administration, Tanaya Miranda. Vice President of Member Development, Winter Harris. Vice President of Public Relations, Abby Burris. And Vice President of Service and Philanthropy, Catherine Schaffner. ROGAMAs. Also known as recruitment counselors or recruitment guides, ROGAMAs are Panhellenic women of junior or senior class standing who are dedicated to guide and support potential new members, your students, throughout the recruitment process. These women are here to be a support system for your student during Panhellenic recruitment, as well as during her time in college. Meet our 2023 ROGAMAs. The agenda. What is a sorority? Basic terms, requirements to participate, recruitment at a glance, event structure and priority preference, and things to know: special schedules, MRABA, attire, and contact information. What is a sorority? Fraternities and sororities were established in the late 1800s and are commonly called social fraternities or sororities. Other fraternities are often honor societies and have different processes for joining that aren't the mutual selection process. Fraternities and sororities have been recognized at TCU since 1955. Our organizations are centered around the goal of contributing to the collegiate and personal development of members, a priority of academics, enriching personal relationships, establishing vast opportunities for leadership, and to promote community service and philanthropy. Basic recruitment terms: potential new member, or PNM. A woman who meets the requirements and is registered to participate in Panhellenic recruitment, i.e., your student. Active member, an initiated member of a chapter. Priority preference, process PNMs use to indicate their preferred chapters. Women's fraternity or sorority, a Greek-lettered social organization for women. National Panhellenic Conference, or NPC, the umbrella organization for 26 international sororities or women's fraternities. Sister, term that active or general sorority members use when referring to each other. And philanthropy, the act of donating to a person's or group's causes or values. Requirement to participate in Panhellenic recruitment. They must be registered for recruitment through TCU Panhellenic, must be enrolled as a full-time student, at least 12 credit hours per semester, and must have at least a 2.0 cumulative GPA. Scholarship is a top priority among our organizations. Each chapter sets their own minimum GPA requirement for membership, and that requirement is typically significantly higher than a 2.0. Women whose GPA falls below the individual chapter requirements may have a less than desirable recruitment experience. Note that students who fall below a 3.0 cumulative GPA may receive a call from our staff this week to discuss this further. It is important to note that neither TCU staff nor TCU Panhellenic officers can predict recruitment outcomes. Must be in good academic and disciplinary standing with TCU and adhere to all university alcohol and drug policies, the TCU Student Code of Conduct, and all local, state, and federal laws prior to and during recruitment. Those found in violation may be removed from the recruitment process. They must also comply with the PNM Code of Conduct. Recruitment at a glance. Round 1 is PNM orientation, and it's a virtual round 1. It consists of open house videos, and it will occur on Wednesday, August 9th. This should be done from home or remotely with a strong, consistent internet connection. PNM bag pickup occurs Saturday, August 12th after move-in, and you can come anytime between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Round 2 is philanthropy and service. This will happen Sunday, August 13th through Tuesday, August 15th. Round 3 is leadership and financial transparency. This will take place Wednesday, August 16th through Thursday, August 17th. And round 4 is Sisterhood or Preference Round. This will happen on Friday, August 18th, and bid day is Sunday, August 20th. Event structure. Round 1 is P&M orientation and virtual open house videos. Round 2 is in-person and it is philanthropy-based. Round 3 is in-person and it is leadership-based with financial transparency. Round 4 is in-person and it is sisterhood-based, also known as Preference Round. Rounds 2 through 4 and bid day will ideally consist of in-person conversations and activities. What happens each in-person day after round 1? Your students will come to the Schulmeyer Arena on the first morning of each round for a daily meeting and should arrive on time. At the start of each new round, women will find out which chapters they will be visiting and then go with Rogamus to the chapters. At the end of each round, they will return to a designated location and complete the priority preference process. What in-person events will look like? P&Ms will enter into in-person events hosted at the chapter houses where they will meet with various women from the chapters for conversations. There will be activities and presentations built in accordance with the theme for each round. Each chapter will look a little different and give P&Ms a better glimpse into the chapter. Priority event format. Round 1, P&Ms will watch videos from all 12 chapters and an introduction video from Kappa Delta. Round 2, P&Ms will be invited back to visit with up to 9 chapters. Round 3, P&Ms will be invited back to visit with up to 6 chapters. Round 4, P&Ms will be invited back to visit with up to 2 chapters. Note that it is not uncommon at all for women to be invited back to fewer chapters. P&Ms must attend all chapter events that they have been invited to and can be removed from the process for missing events. Priority preference process. Priority preference is the process we use at the end of each round to indicate P&M selections. Each P&M will cluster and rank the chapters that she visited that round. She must list all chapters she visited and cannot leave any off. For example, during round 1, she will view videos from all 12 chapters. During round 2, she can visit a maximum of 9 chapters. So her priority preference card might look like the example below. The mutual selection process. Recruitment is a mutual selection process. P&Ms may be invited back to chapters that were ranked at the bottom of their list or not be invited back to chapters that were clustered at the top. Not every P&M will have a full event schedule after every round. For example, a woman invited back to participate in round 3 can visit a maximum of 6 chapters, so she will see P&Ms with invitation lists ranging from 1 to 6 chapters. Each year, a small number of women will be released from or not invited to chapters to continue in the process. In 2018, only 35 out of 997 P&Ms were released. More recently, in 2022, only 21 out of 1,207 P&Ms were released from the process. What to know about our new chapter, Kappa Delta. The Gamma Zeta chapter of Kappa Delta is officially reestablishing on campus in fall 2023. Katie will participate in the first round of Panhellenic fall primary recruitment to share a glimpse into their sisterhood, but will not be extending bids during the process. After Panhellenic recruitment, Kappa Delta will have their own structured recruitment process and extend bids to our founding class. Our founding class will be comprised of freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. All unaffiliated women who have not been initiated into another sorority on campus are eligible to participate in our recruitment process. We'll be housed by fall 2024 in the Greek Village. Things to know: fraternity and sorority life. Community standards are displayed on our website at www.greeks.tcu.edu. Here you may find 6 semesters worth of conduct reports and 6 semesters worth of grade reports. A hazing memorandum is also sent out prior to the start of each semester. Things to know: NPC Financial Transparency Program. The goal of this program is to provide a consistent tool for TCU's Panhellenic community to inform potential new members, PNMs, about the real cost of Panhellenic chapter membership prior to and during recruitment, thereby allowing PNMs to make informed decisions about sorority membership on our campus. This will occur during round 3. Things to know. Infractions. Chapter violations of the Panhellenic Bylaws, Code of Ethics, or the NPC unanimous agreements can result in an infraction. The infraction process is educational in nature and helps us maintain a culture of integrity in our process and between our chapters. Rho Gammas and the Panhellenic Executive Board officers can file violation reports if an infraction may have been committed. We are able to keep names private in the reports, but the more information we have, the more effective we can be in addressing the problem. The most up-to-date bylaws are posted on tcupanhellenic.com. The PNM Code of Conduct. This is a document that each PNM signs, and it is a code of respect and behavior. If a PNM violates this code, she will have a meeting with the recruitment team, and depending upon the severity of the situation, may be removed from the process entirely. Things to know. Possible violations. Contact. Outside of the structured recruitment rounds, PNMs should not be in contact, whether that be in person, by phone, virtually, etc., with active Panhellenic sorority members that they do not have a long-standing relationship with until after the recruitment process is completed. PNMs and active members may still say hello to one another in passing. RAs, Rho Gammas, Frog Camp facilitators, TAs, and other leaders may have contact with PNMs within the context of their role, and the conversation should never be about promoting or disparaging any chapters. No alcohol or men can be involved in the membership recruitment or bid day processes. Chapters may not give PNMs gifts or lead them to think they might be invited to the next round of recruitment or be offered a bid. Things to know. Special schedules. Megan Dooley, the Panhellenic president, and Winter Harris, the vice president of Member Develop, will be the points of contact for all things special schedules. If a PNM believes that she needs a special schedule, she should have already emailed Megan and completed a Google form to submit a request to receive a special schedule. This consists of conflicts such as sports teams, band, ROTC, showgirls, cheerleaders, special health considerations, and so on. Pending availability, PNMs on special schedules may not be able to attend full events with the chapters and may be accommodated through a different process on a more condensed schedule. PNMs or their families may not deliver gifts to any chapters. The MRABA. At the conclusion of preference round, PNMs will complete the Membership Recruitment Acceptance Binding Agreement, also known as the MRABA. PNMs will be able to see the terms of this agreement in at least 3 different formats, including an individual conversation with a TCU professional staff member. We encourage PNMs to list each chapter they attended on preference round because this maximizes their opportunity for membership. We want as many women as possible to join the sorority experience. PNMs do not have to list each chapter they attended during preference round. However, this is called intentional single preference, and she may limit her opportunity for membership and not receive a bid. PNMs can only list the chapters she visited on round 4. This is a maximum of 2 chapters. PNMs should not list a sorority that they would not accept a bid to membership from. Following is an MRABA example. MRABA critical details. Main points that must be understood are that changes cannot be made once the card is submitted. PNMs must be willing to accept a bid from any of the chapters they list on their MRABA card. If a PNM is matched to a chapter during this process, she is bound to that chapter until the next primary recruitment at TCU. Meaning if she depledges or resigns her membership in the organization, then she cannot pledge another TCU Panhellenic sorority until August 2024. If and only if a PNM is unmatched during bid matching or withdraws prior to signing her MRABA, is she eligible to pledge a TCU Panhellenic sorority during the 2023-2024 school year. There are no guarantees that any of our organizations will be eligible for continuous open bidding or offer bids for membership beyond the formal recruitment process. Bid opening or bid day. If a PNM has been offered a bid, she will arrive at Pond Drive on Sunday afternoon, August the 20th, where her Rho Gamma will give her an envelope containing her bid card. After opening her bid card, she will meet her new member class and walk together to where her new sisters will be waiting. This is an alcohol-free event and activities begin at 2:30 p.m. Should parents and families attend? We kindly ask that parents and families do not attend bid day. This day is very busy and we want the focus to be on women and their new sorority sisters. There is also a hazard to safety as there are large crowds and small spaces. Attire. Round 1. P&Ms can wear whatever they are most comfortable in. They will not be speaking with chapters during this round. Round 2. The t-shirt provided by Panhellenic with shorts or a skirt. Round 3. Snappy casual dress. A sundress, for example, would be appropriate. Round 4. It is a bit dressy as it is the most formal round. Think of brunch attire. A dress, romper, jumper, or nice pants and a blouse would be appropriate. Comfortable shoes are also strongly recommended. Many P&Ms pack an additional pair of shoes to change into before entering into the events, as there is lots of walking during formal recruitment. P&Ms are walking from house to house and all over Greek Village during the day. The following are attire examples and some inspiration pictures. Continuous open bidding, or COB. Some chapters might informally recruit members throughout the fall and spring. This is not a guarantee, and we will not know which chapters will host fall or spring recruitment until late August and late January, respectively. On average, 3 to 4 organizations will be eligible to participate in COB, but it varies from semester to semester. Those organizations who are eligible to recruit may have very minimal spaces open and are not required to fill them. COB is not planned by the FSL office or Panhellenic, and invitations to informal events are at the individual organization's discretion. Questions we've been hearing. Are recommendation letters required? No, they are not required by TCU. The only requirement is that the P&M registers for recruitment through TCU. If you know women that are affiliated with a Panhellenic sorority and they wish to write a recommendation or reference, they are welcome to do so. Each chapter has its own policies and procedures regarding reference and/or recommendation letters. How many spots are there in each chapter? While there is no exact number that each chapter can take, we do our best to disperse the number of women receiving a bid evenly throughout all 12 of our chapters. What does legacy status mean? Legacies are P&Ms who are usually daughters, sisters, or granddaughters of alumna or active members. Each chapter has a different way of handling legacies. Being a legacy does not guarantee membership with that group, nor does it mean a P&M should feel pressured to join that sorority. What if my student gets released from her legacy chapter? This can vary from chapter to chapter, so we recommend reaching out to the local alumni or active TCU chapter to inquire more information. What if I still have questions? Check out the recruitment booklet online on our website at www.tcupanhellenic.com and make sure to review all of our website information. If you have any questions remaining, go to the Contact Us page on the FSL website or use the chat feature on tcupanhellenic.com, and we will do our best to get back to you within 24 hours. Follow TCU Panhellenic on Instagram at TCU Panhellenic or use the hashtag TCU Recruitment 2023. What if it's an emergency? The TCU PD number listed here is also listed on the back of every TCU student's ID. This number is if you are concerned about the safety or well-being of your student or another student on campus. The P&M hotline. The P&M hotline number here is to be used by P&Ms going through recruitment. They can use this number to reach Panhellenic executive officers to inquire about a violation, a possible infraction, or about withdrawing from the recruitment process. The parent hotline is listed here, and the fraternity and sorority life number is listed here. Residence hall staff numbers are posted in each hall or on the Housing and Residence Life website linked below. Tips for parents. Encourage your student to keep an open mind. Do not pressure her to join your organization or the organization you think is the best. If her favorite chapter is not on her schedule, encourage her to attend the events. She can withdraw at any time. Nothing is binding until she signs the MRABA. There are many other ways to be involved on campus. Help encourage her to find her niche at TCU. Thank you.